Let us live. This is a personified play of the flora and fauna of the world and their petition to humanity to visualize the trauma of their existence today and to be little more considerate. This play is about the emergency meeting of wild animals and trees in which they express their grievances with a resolution submitted to humanity for their rights to live peacefully. The cast: the elephant, played by G.S. Dimpep; deer, Dhira Bhomik; he-boar, Ferdinand Dakar; the cuckoo, Adrina Karshieng; frog, L.F. Jana; pine tree, Bonnie Nichols;
Hello.
and squirrel, Pauline Rangat.
This feature is written and produced by Mr. K.Rutsa.
Ah, here comes my friend the deer. Hello, dear, my friend.
Hello, my dear elephant.
Have you heard about the wildlife meeting?
Oh, yes, of course.
Well, I believe that all species of animals, birds, insects, and even trees also are summoned to an emergency meeting at Kaziranga Reserved Forest in Assam today to discuss about our grave situation.
Yes, of course, my friend. Last night, our sister Pehan came and informed me about it.
Oh, she already reached you? No.
Yes, she did. Come on, my dear elephant. Let's proceed to the meeting.
Yes, indeed. Let's go, because the meeting is set just in the nick of time. Oh, look! So many of our friends already seated. Hello, my dear friends.
Hello.
Oh, even the pine trees are here. They must have taken a long time to come all the way to Kaziranga.
Attention. Lend me your ears, my dear friends. I, Boar, will chair this emergency meeting, and I request our friend Deer to be the secretary and record all the proceedings of this meeting. Is that okay with you, Deer?
Oh, yes.
Oh, thank you. Today, this emergency meeting of the wild animals, insects and trees is a very important one, and I welcome you all to this meeting. Welcome, everybody.
Hello. Thank you.
Let me proceed to give you the theme of today's meeting. Mother Nature is our home. Our only home.
Oh, so true.
And we all depend on one another for our survival, even humankind.
Oh, they do.
Now listen. Though man is the unique creation of God, but he is also part of the universe like all the other living creatures like you and I.
Oh, so true, Mr. Ball, so true.
Yet, humankind in recent decades have alienated themselves from nature.
They have.
Their indifference towards us has caused a great concern. They have forgotten nature's bounty. This narrow vision, my dear friends, has caused much damage to all of us, to nature and her well-being. It is high time that we animals and trees voice our concerns about our survival and the depleting condition of our environment, and that men be more considerate to the welfare of the entire world of nature.
Aye, aye.
Let me also enlighten you about the existing state of affairs, that in some states the ban on the hunting of wildlife has not been strictly enforced.
No, aye.
Yes,
Is that
yes,
so,
yes,
Mr. Bear?
I'm quite sure this news is true. Why? Just the other day our sister Peahen was roaming in the hill supermarket complex minding her own business, and when she crossed the vegetable sellers she saw the varieties of wildlife hung in their stalls for sale.
Oh, good heavens, good heavens, good heavens.
Yes. She rushed back to warn us, and if you saw the alarm on her face you would well believe her.
Peahen,
Good
good
heavens.
heavens, good heavens.
She said if we are not careful, it will be some of us strung up there sooner or later. Think about that, my dear friend.
No, this cannot be.
God forbid.
Yes.
This should never happen.
Yes.
But we must now take the greatest care.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
So this is the reason for convening this emergency meeting, and I once again thank each and every one of you for coming here and being here and making this meeting a success. I request all the members present here today to freely discuss any important issues and topics pertaining to our survival. I must also add that we hail from different species in the animal world and the beautiful trees as well. And therefore, the meeting would proceed much more smoothly if one spokesperson were selected from each species.
Oh, that is a wonderful suggestion, Mr. Bo.
Now, you members of the bird family, where are the birds? The bird family. Yeah, there you are. Lovely.
Hello, Mrs. Cook.
You have been living as fugitives all this while, so I'd suggest that one be selected to air your grievances. How about you?
Thank you, Mr. Bo. First of all, let me introduce myself to this distinguished assembly. I am Cuckoo Bird, and I will speak a few words on behalf of the bird family. Friends, I must mention that every day we are reduced in number due to man's indiscriminate use of the gun. Particularly, I should mention air gun.
The air gun, scary.
It is reported that in some places, one man alone could shoot over 100 birds with this air gun.
Oh, yes, I have seen that. Deadly indeed.
And another deadly method of trapping unsuspecting birds is with gum and various glue trapping devices.
Oh, the glue trap. Oh.
Not only this, in still places, I cannot describe how our bird members are killed by the use of poison when they go to drink water in the streams. It is an agonizing death.
Oh, agonizing indeed, sister.
When man uses all kinds of vile means to annihilate us, how do you expect our kind to increase? Therefore, my friends, I greatly fear, not without reason, that we will be eliminated completely if this practice goes on.
Even us.
As you all know, some of our species of birds have totally disappeared from the face of this planet.
Oh, that is right. May she rest in peace.
Though the regulation by the government says that there shall be no hunting or poaching, yet one still sees this going on all the time in the other parts of the land.
We do.
Hence, today, there is an urgent need for us to give a firm decision to the people and the government that mankind should respect and know the rights of animals and birds.
Yes, of course.
I stop here.
Dear Cuckoo, thank you very much. What you've said, it's all true. It is very, very sad. I hope that one day humans will learn. Okay, I'll call Mr. Elephant.
I am an elephant. I am the spokesperson for all the wild animals of this meeting today. I'd like to thank all of our friends who've come to this emergency meeting. We have just heard from our sister Cuckoo about the conditions of the birds, and I must add that the situation of the wild animal is also in a similar deplorable state.
Oh, it is. It is very sad indeed.
We wild animals have also seen a great depletion in our numbers, haven't we, dear animals? Yes. And that too every year. And it makes us so anxious. What is to be done? You see, man is only interested in satiating his greed and appetites. What's about concern for us, the animal welfare? Do you see any of it?
No.
None at all, none. But I want to say something more. I have also heard wise ones say that while animals can live without men, but mankind cannot live on without us, the animals.
Very wise, very wise.
Yes, so that is true, isn't it?
Very true.
Very true.
It is also a fact, dear animals, my dear friends, that we, the animals, depend on each other to survive. And so, one species of animal is food for the other. Animals survive by this rule since time immemorial. You see, when the caterpillars and grasshoppers threaten to destroy man's crop, the birds devour them as their food.
We do.
And when hordes of rats threaten to destroy man's grain, snakes eat those rats as food.
Oh, that's good.
And another point I want to make is men hunt not only to satiate their own appetites, but also to sell our meat. That's right, our products as well they sell. And that too for commercial purposes. Have we ever done that, brothers and sisters?
No.
Have we eaten more than what we can eat?
No, with us animals, we eat only when we're hungry,
Yes,
right?
that's right. Why? The question is why. This is very, very wrong indeed. What say you?
Yes.
So wrong.
And we must stop this at once. Stop it at once. We must tell men of their duty to protect animals and to prevent them from destroying our race altogether. We have to educate men, love animals, and preserve wildlife in his interest.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Elephant. Now it is up to us, the animals, that we have to take this as a very serious matter and make it a point to educate all men.
That's right. And Mr. Bohr, thank you so much
Yes.
for convening this meeting. And I will close here.
And now let us turn to our friend, the frog. Hello, Mr. Frog.
Thank you, Mr. Ball, the chairman. On behalf of the swarm insects, I, Frog, I was chosen to speak a few words. And I had always thought these days that only we, the swarm insects, are being annihilated. But today, I'm astonished to learn that men are annihilating all wildlife, animals, including your species as well.
What? You're still astonished, Mr. Frog? Well, perhaps you were too small to notice the grave situation.
I will share with you the plight of us in the swamps and the rivers. You dwellers of the wilderness are quite agile, unlike us. And it surprises me greatly, that men are able to destroy you in such large numbers. Really surprising.
Ooh, they're capable of anything, these men. Mankind, ooh.
If this be the case, Mr. Bohr, then we swamp dwellers who are dependent only upon water or swamps, where will we escape?
That is
Where?
true, that is true.
We are such slow creatures that we will surely be wiped out completely. God forbid. In these days, many people, they are using malicious practices. They are using poisonous substances and they pour it in the rivers. Are you aware of this?
Yes, there's so much poison in
We've heard.
the earth.
Yes.
Thank God you're still alive.
I was so scared for my little baby.
Let me continue.
Carry on, Frog. Carry
It
on.
kills all manners of life throughout its length. Our cousins down there and up there, we all share the same plight. What terrible substances are those poisonous chemicals, so full of destructive? We are doomed in the rivers and swamps. Today, I want to share with you the fact that all of our species, including the fishes, snakes, crabs and insects of the marshes and the swamps, we are in grave danger of being washed out from the face of this earth, and we need an urgent action. Our rivers and bodies are choked with the plastics, and these non-degradable plastics, and these waste from industries, factories, and even their homes. They are threatening our survival in the rivers and streams. It is littered, Mr. Bohr. Littered almost everywhere. And friends, I just can't speak anymore. I am filled with sorrow with all this.
And now, I will call upon our dear squirrel. Where is our dear squirrel?
Here.
Oh,
Here,
there you
Mr.
are,
Ball.
so
Hello.
cute. Hello.
Hello,
Okay,
all.
speak.
Hello. It's nice to be here.
Welcome.
Well, a few of us have made it for this meeting. The rest are still busy collecting nuts, you know. Let me speak. I'm speaking on behalf of all the smaller animals. Well, you see, when the dry season comes, we fearfully wait for the coming of forest fires made by man. And we can never sleep soundly for the fear of the time when blazing fires suffocate us to death.
Oh, yes, sister. You're not the only
Every
one.
year.
You're not the only one. Even we, the elephants,
Oh,
we
I'm sure.
fear fire.
I'm sure.
Even the larger animals. are
All
scared.
of us face the same fears.
Carry
Every
on.
year, when men burn forests, uncomfortable numbers of animals, mice, snakes, insects, and other animals valuable to men are burned to death.
Oh, sister, look at this mark. This has been caused
That
because of fire.
looks very painful, Mr.
Indeed,
Elephant.
it was.
We do hear, and we have heard, that governments have banned the burning of forests. But the truth is that villagers always ignore these bans and continue to burn the forest at
Yes.
least
Yes.
once or twice
Yes.
a year.
Yes.
Well, that's all I wanted to share.
Thank you very much, dear squirrel. Thank you very much. Who's next? Let me see. There. A very beautiful and tall lady. Pine trees.
Respected Chairman, Mr. Bohr, my name is Pine,
Exactly. Thank you.
and I'm very happy to be here with you all today.
Yes,
beautiful,
we're
isn't she?
Very happy to see the pine trees.
Well, may
in
I
our
say a
midst.
few words on behalf of all the trees and plants?
Certainly, my friend Pine, we are happy to see that you, the trees, and your friends are present in this meeting. Thank you very much for attending.
Thank you, Mr. Bohr. Well, I have come in your midst with my companions Alder,
Hello.
Oak, and Birch.
Hello.
Well, we heard of the emergency meeting called by the wild animals, and we've come to attend the meeting since we too have a very deep concern for the present environment situation.
Oh yes, very, very true.
Thank you for giving us time to air our fears and our grievances.
You're welcome.
Indeed, we, the members of the forest, are not unaware of what has been happening to you animals.
Is it so?
We have always thought about your situation with great pity. But what can we do? For men have come after us too.
Yes, dear Pine, we are all in this together.
Indeed, it is the duty of us trees actually to protect you animals from men. But we are in no better position than you are at present. I want to make it very clear that man cannot live for long without forests and trees. And I think, Mr. Elephant, I'm sure you'll agree with me.
Oh, yes,
Because you
yes.
did mention-
Where would we be without the trees?
Of course. And we see in the newspapers and magazines, day in, day out, year by year, the climate is changing so fast that the temperature has greatly increased and leading to what we all know as global warming.
Oh, so that's the reason
Alarming.
why I'm feeling very hot these days.
Alarming, it's alarming. We trees provide shades from the scorching heat, but man continues to cut us down in such
Shame.
ruthless manner that thousands of acres of land have been left barren.
They just want to beautify their homes, you know, furniture, paneling.
And
At
another,
our expense.
That's right. In our
selfish
homes.
as they are. And another point worth to mention is that when the dry season comes, men complain that there is scarcity of water, that all rivers have dried up.
Complaint
Yes, they
boxes.
They are never satisfying. Well, this is not surprising, for when man has cut all the trees that conserve water beneath the earth, then what is to be expected? Man forgot that the trees provide water, so when there is no tree, no water can be found.
And they call themselves intelligent, not knowing the simple science.
And why man shouldn't be surprised that there is such a drastic change in the weather, such as global warming, extreme cold, air pollution, shortage of water, and many other climatic changes that are happening around him. And it is a problem that really concerns us because every destructive act of man, from the cutting down of trees to a massive atomic explosion, does defile our very home planet Earth, our Mother Earth. Man's constant meddling with Mother Nature, chemical effluence, nuclear waste, acid rain, and the ever-increasing presence of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere have resulted in the gravest consequence, such as the greenhouse effect. I'm sure all of you have heard about it.
Is it?
Ecological crisis, and talk about the depletion of the ozone layer, which will sooner or later affect our very existence on this planet Earth. I think we need to be serious now.
I believe it has already begun.
It has. So we need to take some steps.
Right.
Men must learn that we live interdependently. Save the earth, plant a tree, stop global warming, and together we can make a better place to live in.
Yes, we can. Plant more
Indeed,
trees.
we can. So it is my plea to all of you that you wild animals, when you make an appeal to the people and the government, please include something on our welfare too. Thank you all.
Thank you, dear pine tree. Listen to me, dear friends. The trees of the forest are our real home and shelter.
It is.
What they've shared here today is a matter of great concern to each and every one of us. And that, my dear friends, is what we have to seriously ponder upon. Yes, now that we've shared all our grievances, I shall request our seasonal secretary, dear, to read out the points to be presented before the people and the governments.
Thank you all. Now, I shall read out the resolution of the emergency meeting of wild animals for the welfare of both man and animals held at Kaziranga Reserved Forest, Assam. 1. Man cannot survive without animals. Therefore, mankind is requested to prohibit hunting completely. 2. Prohibit the usage of animal products for trade and commercialization. 3. Ban the use of chemicals in rivers and seas and also abstain from throwing industrial waste and sewage to the water.
I agree.
Number 4. All offenders of the ban on burning forest fires should be severely punished.
Yes.
5. To restore good water sources and healthy climatic condition, man should immediately plant trees in the deforested, dune and barren areas. Gas emission and the use of chemical effluents should be minimized. Now, my dear friends, if you are agreeable to these points, then please raise your hand for affirmation.
Yes, we agree. Aye.
Excellent. Now, I believe from the core of my heart that this meeting was a success.
It has been, Mr.
I'm
Ball.
so happy.
Lovely. And, for the world environment and ecological balance, there's a crying need for better information, resolution, and awareness. It is wonderful that we have resolved these points. Don't you think so, dear friends?
Yes.
I hope human ears can hear these points. However, I warn you that one shouldn't be careless. Let everyone be alert at all times. Because we have found that humans can't be trusted.
Oh, yes, that is so true.
Keep your eyes wide open. Don't be caught unawares. God forbid that others should kill us. He says. May all of you stay safe and in good health until we meet again. Respect the earth. It's the only one we have. Let us live. Yes, let us live.
Dear listeners, that was a short personified play titled Let Us Live.